Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. One of the reasons I hardly go home to my family anymore is because I love not having to explain every little minute detail of my life, right? So one thing really sticks out because I returned to a bad habit that I kicked many, many years ago. I used to have a big problem when my family and I would go on a road trip. I would drink a lot of fluids, possibly anxiety related, but possibly also just the atmosphere of the trip, and then I would have to go to the bathroom, and my family used to give me a hard time about pulling over to go to the bathroom, even though there were plenty of exits. Right now that I'm all grown up, I've never had a time where I couldn't find a bathroom. And to give you an idea of how liberating it is to not travel with my family, I was recently driving to New Mexico, and I urinated while I was driving, without even stopping the car. I urinated into a bottle, and while nobody was looking, I just dumped it out the window. And there's no way my family would allow me to do that when I'm in their car. And I've returned to drinking a lot of fluids because lately, as you guys know, I'm trying to quit masturbating, and I find having to urinate to kind of replace the pleasure. I know it sounds weird, but it kind of does help replace the pleasure of masturbating, although it's probably not the healthiest way to do it. I feel like I'm not really gaining anything anymore, so I might stop doing that. But last couple of weeks, it was kind of funny. And then I remember, oh my God, thank God I'm not in the car with my dad. You know, I'd be walking somewhere, and then I would look for a bush to go urinate. And I actually feel like I'm even more guilty now. I feel like not only am I indulging myself still, right, by urinating, but I'm doing it in public, right? At least when I was masturbating, I had the good sense to hide out and do it. So maybe it wasn't the best choice of how to handle that. Alright, so got a little bit of a drinking problem, right? But like I like to call it sometimes. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.